Greetings, traveler.
We're gonna be drafting a rogue, guys. Just 1 second. They will never see it coming. These are all pretty decent. I'm just gonna get something to drink. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. Drafting a rogue. Leaderboard. Leaderboard, 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 leaderboard. I think it's just predictions. So what have we done recently with rogue? We've done the super aggro rogue. What was the coaching one before that one? Pretty aggressive as well. Alright, we'll take it as it comes, right? Not gonna force anything. Sprint has been just really good for me every time I've had it. It's been funny. So sprint's probably underbucketed. Probably betrayal. I usually end up building a deck that works that way anyway. Minstrel's also been high on my list. So right now we're just picking the stuff that is most likely going to do well for us. Alright, so there's a lot of cold bloods usually offered. We can pick this one because I don't hate letting it go. Sorry, I don't hate letting any of the others go. I think if you don't pick this cold blood, it's more because you're afraid you get more later and that you don't want a cold blood kind of deck. The deck with triple cold blood ended up going 10 or so. Because right now we can still have a fairly aggressive rogue, but it's kind of risky to play. The other one's a Haunter, but Haunter's been weird for me. Could just be Mimic Pod, but I don't think so. Haunter's been weird. I don't know. It's been like fine-ish. But it's like I want better fours for rogue. I'm gonna pick up a cold blood. Okay. Probably shard. And it might be that we get a bit more aggro after this, because cold blood and shard are two good aggro cards. But we'll see what comes our way. You could go Hatter in Rogue. I actually haven't tried Hatter in Rogue. I automatically block this out. I'm not a big Geist fan in Rogue. But I could see Hatter in Rogue. I've picked Hatter in aggressive Pallies and it was pretty good there. Yeah. I don't hate trying it. Okay, let's do it. Volcanosaur is a nice finisher. Second Betrayal is a bit too early. Ooh, Blink Fox and Basilisk are both great. Not really looking at the Etten. I'm always just going over previous decks, right? That's what they have. Fox has been great for us, but I think it's Basilisk. In Rogue, it's so dirty. You can protect it with your weapon. It's so insanely good in Rogue. But yeah, Blink Fox be great. Hallucinations have been nice for me. Recently, my hallucinations have been nice for me. Yeah. Let's take that a little bit out of context, then they'll take me away. Yeah, I've been liking the card. Wow, okay. So it could be Eddie. We have Cold Blood, we have Hallucination. I'm looking at what the Sonia does for us. Etten is similar to Bog Creeper? No. It gives him a minion. It just gives him way more things to do. Hey, Frankie Thor. It's not Malagos. Sonia can do some disgusting things with Basilisk, right? You get a 1/1. You get a 1 mana Basilisk, a 1 mana Minstrel, 1 mana Mad Hatter. Not that Etten shady, the Furious Etten. Oh, okay. I think Furious Etten's better. I just don't think you'd pick a lot of Bog Creepers in this meta to begin with. So, I think Furious Etten is pretty good. I'm just going to have a peek at the Lightforge for this one. I could see the Sonia just because it helps you stay... it helps you with the ability... You just get to keep playing cards, which is something that's not guaranteed in Rogue. Yeah, they have Eddie quite high. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, it's true. You can rarely sack your Basilisk. Alright. Welcome aboard, my boy. Worm is very nice to finish people off with. Ooze is obviously an amazing too. I'm guessing it's Ooze, but man is Violet Worm good. It's because we have Sprint and Volcanosaur and Minstrel right now. And Hallucination. But whew, Violet Worm's so good. But usually you get some Threshodons offered as well, right? So we'll pick the Thresh over the Worm. We'll get our Ooze here. Fungal, if we're going that way, is pretty nice. That means I have Mad Hatter and Fungal though. I need to be careful with that. Maybe it's just Mist Wraith. It probably is just Fungal, right? But need to be careful. Eddie will never be more than a 4/4 though. How can you say that? Coin is +2/+2. Any other card and then Eddie, that's a 6/6. Like, yeah. It's weird how you say it'll never be more than a 4/4. Fungal's the best card here, guys. That's not the question. It's what's the card for our deck. Because you don't want to be in a position where you can't play any minions. So what are some things we can just drop, right? We can drop an Ooze. Can't exactly just drop an Edwin, right? We need something to go with it. You can drop a Basilisk. That's kind of it, right? Volcanosaur later. So for the mid game, a lot of our stuff is reactive and or requires us to have the board. So that's why I'm a little scared of picking Fungal here. Because it means that your hand can be Mad Hatter, Fungal, Elven Minstrel, and then you're just like, well, I can't play anything here. I'm gonna fall off the board. It's still very early in the draft, I agree. But recently I have been drafting safe. And drafting safe with my Pally, with a very mediocre Pally went 12-0. And then we did that again afterwards and went 10-3. So I feel like just being able to play stuff and not taking needless losses because your hand is full of fancy stuff is pretty important right now. Just let me analyze it, okay? Because the easy way out is just snap the Fungal and be like, best card, la-di-da, move on, right? Just looking at my decks as well. I think because it's Rogue, we can get away with it. I think in other classes, you can't really get away with it picking it here. Alright. This is what I meant with you're probably going to pick a Threshodon later. That's why we skipped the Worm. We ended up not picking the Shard. We have the Hatter, so we like the Thresh. I think you need Vrygul for exactly the reason I said earlier. You just need a thing to play, right? And Vrygul and Rogue is pretty acceptable. Okay. Doesn't feel like we're a Cult Master deck. We have two big boys, a Sprint, and a Minstrel. Feels like Cult Master makes things less smooth for us. Igneous Elemental has some synergy with the Eddy, where we can go Elemental, Elemental, Eddy. Sun Cleric is the best card here. I think you still pick the Sun Cleric, but that's another card. Well, I mean, if you play this for tempo, it's still better than this, so. Yeah. No, Igneous. Take a poison here. Ravencaller, Eddy, right? But too cute, I think. Give it a poison. Ooh. My man Waldspine. Very nice. Makes me happy to pick the poison as well. Poison with Eddy as well, right? Yeah, poison with Eddy is really nice. You can go Dagger on 2 on turn 3, coin, poison Eddy. Get a 6/6 right there. Waldspine just makes every deck better. Okay, now we can start drafting for Eddy. Oh my god. If I'd had 2, I would have picked the Igneous. Yeah. Let's go, boys. Although we do have Waldspine for the Sonya now. And we can get a 1/1 Eddy. So Sonya does have synergy with both Eddy and the Waldspine and the Fungal and stuff. But I think you pick another Edwin. So much stuff to Sonya. Yeah. But Edwin is Edwin. Calling Edwin Van Cleave Eddy makes you feel uncomfortable. Hey man, he likes to have some friends too, right? His friends aren't gonna go like, so, Mr. Van Cleave, what shall we do today? Just call me Eddy already, alright? Fuck's sakes, Bob. We have a lot for Sonya? Yeah, but I feel like we want stuff to play more than combos. Edwin is Edwin, can't argue with that. 2 Edwins are gonna be hard to handle. It's good to think about. So I don't care about Threshodon, Sonia, Volcanosaur, or any of that crap. That's too late, that's too slow. It'll be hard enough to pull off Valspine. What do we have for the Edwin? We have Hallucination, we have Poison, Cold Blood. Maybe like Perdition's Edwin for a 4/4. Is Bob a legendary too? I don't know. Doesn't sound very legendary, right? Cool pick. Very cool pick. You should be able to draft towards Eddie. My boy. Where are all the non-believers now? Huh? Where are the non-believers? I want to see him in chat. Alright. Can't handle two Eddies, they said. Shadowblade? Still like Shadowblade. Bubblies. Bubblies. Ooh, another poison for Edwin or Lone. I think because you have the double Edwin, you pick the poison, but the Lone is the better card usually here. How many threes? Maybe it's still Lone. Maybe I shouldn't be too blinded by the Edwin, because I already have poison and 2 weapons. And the Lone is just super solid, right? It's probably Lone, the more I think about it, because you're gonna dagger on 2 so often. Bone Baron can give you Edwin fuel. Yeah, but Poison does it way better, because Poison you can just do it very early. Like turn 4, Poison gets you like a 4/4, a 6/6, right? Is he gonna finish the run? I'm gonna play a good chunk of it, or I'm gonna finish it. Depends a bit on when Collins comes online. I think you need the Lone, even though it'd be really nice to pick the Poison. The Lone is just too solid. It's the rock. It's the rock that you need. The dagger onto into Lone into not losing the game. Because right now, what do we do after dagger onto? Perditions, Shadowblade, Edwin, Shattered, right? You're gonna want to play Basilisk and Vrygul. That's it. So you need the Lone, even though the Poison's really good for the Edwin. Another 1-drop to make Edwin easier to play, or Cold Blood. Probably the 1-drop. I think the deck has enough awkward cards as it... Well, I mean, not awkward cards, but cards that are a bit harder to play, right? You have Cold Blood, you have double Edwin. Shattered Sun is a bit more awkward because you need stuff on board. Elven is a bit more awkward. Hatter is a bit more awkward. Fungal, Slayer. So I think we make it easier on our curve and just have a thing we can play regardless of what we have. Oh my god. It's not the Pillager, I'll tell you that, chat. It's not the Pillager. I'm so happy I have 2 Edwins right now. So many non-believers, man. So many for the Sonia. Ooh. So if you go ping, ping, Edwin, that's a 6/6 on 5. It's hard to cycle the 1/1s early though. But I do like Razor Pedo Volley in general. Well, I mean, like it more than the things it's next to. I'll put it like that. Because it helps you combo things like Valspine later as well. And your Minstrel. It needed to be Sonia, good luck. Even now, right? Even after the Firefly pick, even after the Worgen, even after the Volley or the Wisp, it's like, nope, should have been a Sonia. Fuck you, streamer. Sonia creates Edwin Field, but that's too lengthy, guys. That's like, you guys are doing like sandboxing, right? It's like, okay, if my opponent doesn't do anything for 7 turns, I can make a 27 or a 28 Edwin, right? It's like, you don't need that. You just need to get a 6/6, right? Like a 6/6 for 3. That's insane, right? You get a 6/6 for 3. That's a broken ass arena card. You don't need like the insane Edwins. You don't need endless Sonia loops or any of that. Could have had a 1-mana Wisp. I'll go with the Volley, but the Wisp is tempting for the super early Van Cleave combos. So tempting that I might think about it for a bit longer. Like turn 2, you go coin, Wisp, Edwin. 6/6 on turn 2. I think it's the Volley still, but my god. So you can Wisp Hatter on turn 4. The Pocket Hatter, right? Minstrel, not so much. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I can combo you later, it's fine. Wisp Foulspine. So there's Wisp Foulspine, Wisp Fungal, Wisp Hatter, Wisp Sun Cleric, 2 Van Cleaves, but the Van Cleaves like the Volley too. Wow, this Wisp is looking mighty fine though. Turn 2, Wisp Coin Edwin. That's gonna happen, right? My god. Ah! Guys, is it Wisp? Is it really Wisp? You had Harambe in your 12-win deck, yeah. He's talking himself into it. I know, right? I'm talking myself into the Wisp. It's just because you can do such insane things with the Van Cleave then. If you coin Wisp Edwin, your hand looks quite empty. Not really, right? You've used 2 cards to make, like you've used 2 cards for 6/6 on turn 2. And a 1/1, right? Wisp Rogue, 12 wins, yeah. I don't know, Peter. I don't think so. I'm not even sure if it's clipped. Man, let's go with the Wisp. Fuck it. We're doing it, chat. We're doing it. Easy Wisp. Yes! Oh, the double Edwin, baby! It's happening, chat! Get hyped! Get hyped! Oh my god. You guys were doubting. You guys were doubting the Edwin. Oh my god, look at this shit. Oh, beautiful. I need card draw. I need card draw so bad. Oh my god, I need card draw. Oh god, I need like 4 more minstrels to support this shit. Oh. Oh my god. Penguin? I think you picked 2 Wisps though, right? Double Wisp, double Edwin, double Firefly. Do the Penguin? Nah, I think double Wisp, right? Double Wisp is more fun than a Wisp and a Penguin. Because, I mean, there's no Beast. I guess I could hallucinate into Beast synergy. Fine, fine. I could legit steal a Houndmaster with this shit, right? Like, it could happen. So I should pick Penguin. Yeah. Okay, Chad, I'll pick the Penguin. Double Wisp sounds better, right? But there is actually a legit reason why I should pick the Penguin. Like, I might steal Beast synergy from someone. Oh my god. Chat, this is insane. This is gonna be one of the memeiest runs I've had in a while, even if it doesn't perform. Alright, my boy Penguin. You're hired. Alright. Could just be another Cold Blood and we're just all in, right? Just kill people. Could be Fallen Sun, because you have the Wisps and the Penguin. Could be Valkyr, just to have a thing to play. My god. You might steal a Witching Hour and then revive Penguin over the Thresh. Or I might steal a Witching Hour and not have my Thresh died yet. And then I get a 3-mana Penguin. Feels good, man. No way it performs. Wow. We got a non-believer, chat. I think it's the Cleric. With double Firefly. That can be bad. Oh my god, another hallucination. Applebound be good. Applebound be good. Let's not go too fast. But I don't know, you have 2 Edwins, right? Because The hallucination also gives you shit to play. I would like the apple baum just because it's solid, right? But with double Edwin, I don't think you can pass up another hallucination. Right? But what about Toki into Hemingway? You're right! Damn you, you're a liability, my man. You just picked the hallucination here. Yeah. Oh my god, we have so much early curve. Pick a nice Amani. A boy Amani. So much early game though. Like, I'm so happy we picked heavy. Like, the sprint, my god, is that that's an insane card in our deck. The Thresh and the Volcanosaur are great. The Minstrel is great. I think even the Hatter is starting to look great. Which says a lot, because it's a Hatter, right? Tanglefur fuels the Edwin. In a way, yeah. But I think Amani, when you have two weapons, is too good. Amani protected with a Shadow Blade is kind of dirty. You also have Hatter for Amani, you have Cleric for Amani, you have Fallen Sun Cleric for Amani, you have Fungalmancer for Amani. It's just too good. Amani's too good here. You can't pass it up. And another Minstrel! Yes, baby! Let's do it! Oh! That's pretty sick, guys. That's pretty sick. Da-da! Da-da! Oh, man, what a deck. Oh, man. Garrosh. Alright. Let's take our time. The instinct is to throw it all, but you can keep the poison. But there's double Firefly in there, and 2/2 and a Cleric. So, I mean, poison is good. Poison is a safer keep. I think Perditions is not as good. 9/1 cost if you count the Firefly twice. I don't, but it does make sense for the Edwin, but I don't count him like that. I think we do keep the poison, yeah. Like a tiny bit safer. Okay, tough call. Like, you're never sad with the poison in your hand. It's always going to do something. And it's more flexible with the Edwin. That's a nice draw. The hallucination has so many uses for combo and Edwin stacking that you shouldn't play it on one. So happy that we got another Minstrel at the end, because 2 Minstrels in a sprint makes this so much better. Let's get a little bit of a clickbaity title in there. It's time for a little blood. Edwin will come out kind of late whenever you go first. Yeah, but that's fine, right? That's fine. You don't need Edwin to win every game. Just the fact that sometimes you just go like, oh, here's a 6/6. Not Tauren Warrior. I guess now we Shadow Blade. Because the next turn you have 5 potential with the poison. Even if you don't eddy early, it can easily come down later as a 10/10 or something. Yeah, it's... There's no... What? Okay. Okay. Oh, that's why we picked Hatter, baby. That's why we picked a Hatter.
Here we go.
get him, my man! What a hat. What a nice hat right there. I really hope that he was prepping that for 2 damage and he's like, fuck. I may have a small problem on my hands. By the way, that's why we Amani in this deck. Because, you know, warriors do that all the time. Oof. That's not active. Oh my god, is he dead? He's not dead, but he's almost dead. Oh, that's disgusting. Alright. Let's take our time here. Although fungal trade and push 10 phase seems super, super likely. Yeah. There's no need to do anything else. You could even Wisp here, but we might use the Wisp to combo the Elven next turn. Yeah, I think you still... or Penguin. Can you Penguin here? I don't think it matters. Fungal and all phase? No, you kill the 4/4. That's a good game.
Well played.
My boy Amani. My boy Amani, Amani. One of the two, yeah.
The light shall bring victory.
Watch your back.
That's pretty good. Well played. Well faced. That Amani pick looking decent, huh? Yeah. Probe. Cold Blood, Betrayal. Okay, got a player on Betrayal. Sprint is of no consequence in this matchup. Hope he got the sprint. But yeah, Betrayal, Cold Blood. We have both hallucinations. Okay. Respect Betrayal, but I usually do that against Priest anyway. Oh, Deadly Poison, yeah. I skipped over it because it didn't do anything, I guess. But yeah. Deadly Poison would be even better than Sprint. On the other hand, he could steal a weapon as well. And then it could become useful.
So many options.
I think at 3 health, Amani is still better.
Here we go.
Okay. Just because we might need to play into Nova. And Amani's still pretty annoying for that. Looks like he is volunteering something here. Pain is okay here, seeing as it does deny him. But Probe could also be fine. So Pain denies him 2 cards. And it's a way to spend my mana. Which is completely fine. The Probe might land you something like an Amber or a Mind Control. But it's early enough that it might just land you a shitty spell. So I think we just Pain. to deny him the 2 cards.
The guild. We have cookies. You are the shadows.
That's pretty good. Sprint's a nice draw. There's that Amber, which could be good for this matchup. Yeah, against Priest I just want more stuff. Means we don't have much to do next turn, but so be it. You could ping your own Amani and trade and stab, but that's not better. 4 mana deal 1, get an Amani in your hand. Alright. Penguin, you're up, my man. Hold the fort.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Shadow Madness clears, but right now we're just trying, like, we drew kind of awkward this game. So we're just trying to get there. We did stock up though. Having Volcanosaur into Amber is a lot of stuff. Why not the Penguin? Why not the Penguin, man? Why you gotta be that way, man? The Wind Fury is nicer, but the Death Rattle gives you something if he has Shadow or Death. We got Mad Hatter, Fungomancer in the deck for the 1/1s. I don't think there's an 8-drop that I summoned where having the 1/1s is a lot nicer, but there probably is one, right? Double Divine. I'll go with the Rattle. It's too early to Wind Fury him. We're almost certainly to draw Edwin with this, so we'll keep the Wisp for when that happens. We might even get a double Edwin turn. Where we go like 1/1/2 Wisp Edwin Edwin. That's insane. That's pretty sick. Yeah, so we hedged a little bit, we got the 1/1s in case of the Shadow or Death, which help us actually kill the Akanai, which is nice. That's good for us. I've learned to be a little less greedy with my Volcanosaurs. Just get the hedge in there. Well then, I guess it's a worm, which is not a bad 8-drop. It's just usually not the amber quality you're looking for, but worm's good.
Here
Yeah, super awkward draw. Holy shit. Both the hallucinations early. Both the penguin and the wisp. No Edwin. No basilisk, no minstrels. Sure. If you're not going to sprint now, it'll be much tougher later. Plus you might hit Betrayal, which I guess you could use after you trade to kill the Imani anyway. No, but we hit Fallen Sun, so we could play something if we want to. We could go Wisp Fallen Sun, create 2/2 power minions. Just to get some trades out of him. Still no Edwin, that's fine. We'll just do the non-Edwin game plan here. Oh, he still has the card, so I guess it's sprint or poison, right? Yeah. Yeah, we gotta play stuff. We gotta be careful for our health.
The sun has set for me.
Yeah, 14, 16 cards in, no Edwin so far. But the Edwins right now doesn't matter too much. Guess we're getting Novat or Duskbreaker. What? Why do people do this? I don't understand why people do this. They think it's a lot better than it actually is. They're like, I'm gonna use my super powerful removal tool to give you the board. And now I'm gonna steal some grubs. Yeah. It's so funny when people do this. I think most of the time people just heavily overestimate how much impact it is on what you shuffle back into your opponent's deck. Yeah. Like, I don't give a shit when people do this to me, right? They always go like, yeah, I fucked him over, man. I fucked him over. I'm like, you threw away your Psychic Scream. Thank you, my brand. Right? Oh my, what? Like, you have 2 thought steals. Why would you want to fill my deck with crap? I don't understand. It makes no sense, Chad. It makes 0 sense what he's doing. Okay. Whatever you say, my friend. You got it. You really screwed me over there, have to say.
Here we go. You get it, and you get it.
So MC on this is scary. Because Cold Blood is very natural here, but MC is scary. But he didn't MC in his hand this... Yeah, he would have MC'd this last turn. I will play the grub to pop the shield if he does end up. Because he just stole a bunch of my cards, right? He might have a Valspine. Okay, let's hold off on the Cold Blood for 1 turn. Because I think I still set up lethal, right? MCT? I don't have MCT in my deck, and he has cards from my deck in his hand. He only has 2 cards from his deck. One of them is a poison, a sprint, or a betrayal. The rest are cards from my deck that he just stole. 1 Stonehill, and then 2, yeah. Now, is he dead? Duck, duck. 1, 5, 8. He's not dead, but it's kind of close. Right, we have 17, 20, 24. He's got 28. Yeah. Am I gonna Shadow Blade?
So many options.
I'm not, right? No. You know what would be good for him here, guys? I'll wait until he plays his cards. Ah, fuck it. I'll go out and say it. One of those psychic scream thingies, right? A secondary effect of psychic scream is that you remove all minions from the board. I know that it's usually used to fill your opponent's deck with crap, but sometimes Psychic Scream also just deletes the entire board when it's problematic. Because I drew so awkward. Oh, is that an Edwin? Is that a coin? Let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. I'm not sure if I keep the Basilisk, right? Because it just gives him an out with Shadow Madness. Like, you either go all in, because we're gonna have a 2-2, we're gonna have a turn 2 6-6. You were right, double Edwin in that deck was worth. Dude, you should have kept your salty comments for after my mulligan, man, because you're gonna look hella stupid. Alright. Do we throw the ghoul or not? I'm not getting it any bigger than a 6-6 anyway, so I think you keep the ghoul for a turn 3 play. You can get Wisp, right? But that's it. I'll keep the ghoul. The ghoul's fine. Wisp for the 8-8. Feels good, man. Why keep Ghoul over Basilisk? Shadow Madness. That's one of the ways he deals with the 6-6. So turn 2 6-6 or Dagger, hit the wolf, next turn. Hallucination, Penguin, Edwin, get an 8-8. He free kills the penguin, which is fine. Next turn you can dagger his guy. Alright, let's go. Now feels better? I think so too. For like Tar Creeper, right?
Big sharp pointy teeth.
The Brotherhood shall prevail. That makes me want to clear. I like the dagger no matter what, right? So we'll play Hallucination here. Even though it's a combo starter. It's not bad, I like this more. Yeah, I like this more as well. Oh, Edwin. Oh my god, guys. Oh, so many things. So excited. Alright. I think it's Squashling. But they're all like not the probe, it's the Cabal or the Squashling. I wonder how long it is before they start bucketing discovers. That'd be funny, right? I think it's the Squashling, right? Keep the Edwin healthy, keep our face healthy. We're a rogue. I think I trade because I have both the Brewer and the Hatter, but 6 face is looking juicy. Cabal is nuts? Absolutely, absolutely. But we have a 6/6 body, so getting heals is kind of nice. Okay, so we can just go for the Brewer and clear. If he pre-hits the Edwin, that's pretty good for us, yeah. Cool. And now we have a pretty solid board. Maybe next turn we get the Hatter off. Laptops, all of you. Discover a card from a tier 2 bucket. Yeah. Constructed's like, what's a bucket? The fuck? Typhook?
Is someone injured?
I was gonna go Squashling, but that's not so good now. Yeah. I might still Squashling and give him 1 card. You could also go for Fallen Sun. That's not so good. Huh, wow, this is incredibly annoying. Edwin goes up to 2, up to 4 with 2 Squashlings. AoE's kind of annoying. Maybe I just let the Edwin go, trade, and go Hatter now. I should probably let the Edwin go the way how it's looking. Yeah. That's a tough call to make. But keeping the Eddie safe is... It's gonna make the game too problematic in later stages. I think I prefer to have all buffs here. Like, this is so much more solid than trying to hang on to the Eddie. Like, it's way more annoying for him. There's way less ways where he gets back on the board. Eddie, no! I know. Because you can get away with stuff, right? You can go like 4/4 and face into the taunt, cleric your Eddie, trade 1 Squashling on your guy. But then what are you doing, right? Because we just made a new Eddie, right? He's got a hat. Our Eddie's got a hat and 1 extra damage now. So this feels just way more solid. Like, you don't get wiped by a Duskbreaker. Holy Nova isn't nearly as bad. Yeah, it's just a lot of reasons why I like this more. Fallen Sun on the Hatter Minstrel is quite nice here.
The sun has set for me.
Bubblies, all of you. Yeah. Why didn't the Worgen go down before the hat? I don't want hats on the Worgen. Worgens with hats, they look kind of weird. Not a Worgen hat kind of guy. Bubbly. I love it though. Bubblies, all of you. That's amazing. Good yoke. Not to mention, with this line, you keep your Squashling, right? So you get to Squashling for a lot more. It's not even an insanely bad turn to sprint, but we won't do it. It's just Scream that's a little weird. I guess I'll just go Amani, Rygul, Dagger, Face, and a Minstrel in Jam. But the Brewer already has a hat. That's racist towards organs. I guess it is. I guess it is. Of my life. The dot thinks it's a link if you go dot and then whatever. Take a space, my man. Take a space. It's a fairly good hand because you can go coin dagger in, coin Amani into dagger into basilisk, and then you have poison. Like the Edwins are a cool. They're a cool meme, right? But we don't need them. We can play standard rogue as well, so we'll just take the eddies as they come. Ooh, that could be good. No, he didn't, Nars. He did not, unfortunately. It's time for a little blood. This is where they pass because they don't even want to make a dude into this. Not keeping Minstrel on coin. If you coin Minstrel, it's like you're coining a Bloodfen Raptor on turn 3. It's not very good. Who you want me to kill? If he plays 3-1-1-0, that's fine. Alright, see you, Ogre Baller. Have a good one, man. Why not 3-1-1s though? This feels quite a bit worse. The man had 3 mana. Don't argue with him. I didn't want to give up a dagger charge camo because I know he was going to get 1-1s and we have poison in the hand.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
You can check the stats, Ogre Baller. We have exclamation mark stats command. And that will take you to it. That'll take you to it. That'll take you to it.
Here we go.
Get down! I could have gone in with this first, I guess. Took 1 extra damage. Because for redemption, it didn't really matter. That's okay. Alright, let me do my turn. Then I gotta open the door. Duck. I will kill 1 just because. I'm gonna rope this guy, I'm sorry.
You soon.
Alright. Sorry, guys. We're good now. There we go. That's pretty good. 7 mana 1/1. Poggers. Yeah, it's Cold Blood. That's kind of it. And even with Cold Blood, even if I had more, Noble Sacrifice is good. It's a combo activator. It's a combo activator. No. Still a fun and interactive combo after all these years.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Hold the cards. Could play Worgen here, for being honest. Worgen into Thresh into something something Penguin Cleave. Yeah.
Many options.
It's not worth not playing for the board for now. Yeah, Peter, for sure, for sure. Just after double Edwin Arena. 3-0 is fine. Dagger, Poison, Penguin, Edwin, Clear, push 2. Not the worst. Volcano Star, let him run in. Thresh, let him run in. Next turn we can go Dagger, Poison, 3-3, bump bump. It's a significantly bigger Edwin. That's fine. I think I'll go for a Poisonous on here for Steed, if I find it. Like Poison Divine Shield, maybe.
Choose two.
Hatter should give the hats back, yeah. I like that spell, man. It was a fun, Explorer's Hat? That was a fun card. Usually you just lose after Equality Consecration, so I guess we should be pretty happy with our position. Could have been way worse. It's because he played so slow in the early game. Oh my god, dude. Dude. Dude! Dude, you're a paladin, for crying out loud. This is what you do. How could he not check for Noble there? Oh my god. Who wants a big Edwin, guys? Let me see him. La-da-dee. La-da-da. La-da-dee. La-da-doo. La-da-dee. La-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Choose soon. Here we go.
Yeah. Let's go. Wind Fury looks pretty good here. Yep. Don't forget the emote. Not until we see if he has an answer. Oh, man.
I wonder.
10 out of 10 play. Poggers. Look at Dr. Penguin here. Dr. Penguin feeling good.
Reporting for duty.
Oh no! Not a steed! What can I do against such a mighty creature? Edwin goes like, donk! Alright. Like, sorry, was there a minion here? Was there a minion on this board?
Lapdogs! All of you! Lapdogs!
Laptops. Oh. I guess I'll keep the poison, question mark.
The victory is yours.
Well played.
That game. Just stuff that allows me to stream longer. Try not to stress my brain too much. Oh. No. It is against a rogue though, so we could get Saporino'd. So fly on 1, dagger on 2, coin, fly, Edwin on 3, get a 6/6 on turn 3. Maybe keep Shadowblade. Maybe not. You could find Wisp and Penguin, but then you're going to be out of cards pretty fast. I'm not sure you hold Minstrel though. You have Sprint, you have some big boys. Shadowblade's the one you could potentially keep. But you're gonna dagger on 2 in a lot of cases, so probably not. Who keeps Sap in her hand? I keep Sap in my hand. Sap is really good. I keep Sap because I want to draw Sap. That's how it works for me. He has an Edwin as well. No, that's what the Murloc is for. Coin Loan is also pretty good here. I think I'm gonna dagger and go take it from there. It's entirely possible that he's just got like Shadowblade Perdition. It's Lone Champion.
So many options. So many.
I don't need any of you.
I must choose soon. Here we go.
I don't want to go too all in, we'll see. It's just not a good Edwin turn. I think you just go Shattered and put the flame down.
So many options.
Kill one of his guys. And then the turn after, you can go Amani, Cold Blood, Coin, Edwin. It's important that we don't stare ourselves blind on what we could do with the Edwin, potentially. It's a pretty good Shatter turn, so we should take it.
For me!
Here we go.
Like, Edwin gets less and less impressive the longer it takes. But it just hasn't been the best play for the boards up till now, I think. No pre-hit, you want to Cold Blood? You hit in case of DID or 2 damage. The hit is insurance. Super greedy not to hit. It's not even greedy, it's just like, it's like you're pretending your opponent isn't going to do anything. And sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. And it comes at a relatively low cost of 2 life and a dagger charge. Duck, duck, duck. Dude, could you fucking not? Rogues, man. Am I right, chat? I think we just go for predictions in the 6-6 here. This has gone on long enough. Next turn we have Amani Minstrel if we wanted, or Stone Skin something. I don't buy insurance. Yeah, we get the 6-6 out here. But it's fine. He's been super annoying, so we'll just be annoying right back at him.
Here we go.
Is there anything else now that we think about it?
Choose soon.
6-6 is just way better than anything else.
Brotherhood shall obey.
Rogue is probably the most annoying class to get a good Edwin off against, because they can have sap and they just in general would remove a lot of stuff.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
That's nice for us. That's pretty good. We probably don't want to minstrel ourselves. I might push 10 with the Edwin. The betrayal is really annoying. Blade and Amani is better? Nah. I think it's fine. Ordering? I could have overkilled the guy by 1 more, sue me.
It's time for
Here we go.
Minstrel is the safer line. But he just hits the Minstrel, so I don't like it.
Choose soon.
We want to draw. You can draw when you need it. We don't need it yet. The Basilisk is a little annoying for Betrayal. Other than that, I think Basilisk's always better. I think developing Minstrel here is most of the time a mistake. Because he's already got a 2 damage weapon out and you miss 4 on the Cold Blood. Sure. It's fine. Perditions can delete the Basilisk. I think he now realizes.
Quickly.
Interesting. So Perditions will clear my board if I Minstrel. But I get the minions in my hand. But for all we know, it's like Wisp and a Firefly, and it's not much anyway. I thought someone subbed. Yeah. If you hit exactly Valspine, it's kind of awkward though. Fungal maybe as well.
So many options. Here we go.
I think we let him clear, but it's a close call.
There once was a man from Gildan.
Yeah, for this reason, right? The refill is, yeah. I guess we get to snipe the 2 damage weapon, that's okay. I wanted to shroom here, but I could see a number of awkward draws coming in.
I spread the master's will.
There's a couple of situations there where you're really sad. I just... Yeah, man. That's some rough shit. At least we chunked him for 10, right? So he's pretty low.
So many options. Here we go. Choose soon.
Minstrel in the deck, Sprint in the deck, Threshodon, Volcanosaur, Fungal, Double Hallucination. It's definitely not over.
May my ancestors.
That's good for us. I was hoping it wasn't Fungal, because Fungal makes things way worse. That's just straight up scary. But we might have to go all in with the Hatter. Wow. Four minions versus 3, but we can still get unlucky. Oh my god.
You get hacked, and you get hacked.
All in all, not as bad as it could have been,
Choose soon.
but still pretty bad.
Here we go.
You ever keep the Elemental as an activator for Valspine? Sometimes, yeah. I don't.
I will purify
Because you need to hit your... you need to make sure that Hatter doesn't suck as much. Good draw for him. Just give Daddy a sprint, baby! That was pretty much average, yeah. I mean, we needed better, right? But we were in a pretty bad spot after he fungled, so... it's understandable. I think if you're him, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say what he has to do, but it feels, yeah, it feels like he has to exchange the 5s. But yeah. We'll see if he gets greedy. And he does. And he does. So now Hallucination could be a huge top deck punish into something. We'll see. That seems weird. Oh. Guess we just clear with the Assassinate? I keep a 1-2. I go to 7, I go to 4. I might not keep the 1-2. Is the Partitions ever better? No. Alternatively, I go here and I push 6. But he wins the race. So we do this. Keeping the 1-2. I don't think it's worth it because we're that low. Still 3 insane draws in the deck. Hallucination potentially a 4th. There's a couple bad ones though. Whew. This will be a fun game to look at because I do think that there was potential for just go for earlier Eddie. It's just the way how he played made it really awkward. That's one of the best draws in the deck. Wind Fury almost every time. That's 10. +1/+1 would be lethal and he can't kill it. Let's do it, right?
Here we go.
Shady Prey! Shady Prey! Oh, just whip it, my man. We hit one of our 4 best draws in the deck. That's pretty sick.
I wonder.
Come on, come on. Hey, no doomsaying. He's got nothing, chat. Come on. Am I glad I didn't take that 2 damage? That's looking pretty good right now. Ugh. Nah, Volcano Sword clutched it out. Alright, so Penguin came to assist with the lethal. McLovin,
I will fight with honor.
but not with an eye.
You're back.
Oh man. This hand is missing an Edwin, but I don't think we go all in, right? Keeping the Wisp. You could, honestly. If you get one, it's insane. If you don't, it's a Wisp. We're gonna coin Amani most cases. So it becomes a lot less formidable to begin with, the Edwin. Was also the Minstrel versus Shroom turn. Yep. Okay, well we have Sprint, which is less relevant versus Pally. Why are we not keeping the Worgen? Because coin of money. Worgen disagrees. Still coin of money. You have coin of money into Dagger or Cleric, which is really nice. So instead of Worgen, I want to see Basilisk, Shattered Sun, Perdition, Shadowblade, you know, Firefly maybe. That'd be fine. Yep, that's good.
The sun has set for me.
My boy Amani. Winning games.
Ash to ash.
Here we go.
Should have picked Sonya and Caverns below instead of 2 Edwins. Smolk. If he goes Flame, Flame, Hero Power, we'll probably full trade Basilisk into the Fungal.
No more take candle.
Okay, that's basically Flame, Flame Dude, right? Yeah. Probably a full trade, we'll see. I might leave one guy up, because I have Basilisk anyway. Snowflipper Penguin, poggers. I don't think we leave one guy up though. I think I do play the Penguin here, because I might not want to buff Basilisk. This always happens. This always happens. And I think you do trade. And next turn catch him off guard with the fungal. A redagger is also really nice, but we can't fit it in.
Who you want me kill?
I'll almost always want to buff the Imani, so I'll put him in the middle.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, this is him just spam the board, spam the board, spam the board.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, and a Fallen Sun?
The sun
Yeah,
has
okay.
set for me.
Dagger would be nice.
I wonder.
Who you want me kill? To Northrend.
That's pretty annoying. Buffing up the Penguin in that case would have worked better, but he would have traded the Basilisk, I would have traded here. Yeah.
I don't need any of you.
All those 1/1s, man. But we had to jam face with the Imani there. Made no sense not to. What choice did I have picking a Penguin? I have 2 Edwins. But I didn't have to let go much for the Penguin and the Wisp anyway. Playing Ooze into Vinecleaver turn. He's not going to Vinecleaver a 6/4 Divine Shield.
For me.
Get him, boys. The steed, the inevitable steed. Nope.
For me!
Here we go.
Okay. Big Volcanosaur.
Yummy shroomies.
Okay. Not Consecrate. Consecrate would have been the worst there.
The victory is yours.
Well,
Versus Jaina.
you asked for it. Watch your back.
Okay. Looking for an Edwin. Or just some stuff a little heavier than this. Like hallucinations potentially okay, but then you deny yourself another shot at the Edwin, right? So yeah, that's totally fine. Toss the loan and pray. No. Top decks the diurnal. Feels bad, man. Threw away a shot at Frostage Jaina for a shot at Edwin. That's right, holy shit. I haven't stolen DKs in a while. I could have had a Valera recently, but you know, it's a Valera. Only a Valera. Hey. Hello, Jaina. How are you today?
I don't need any of you.
Like, the most important thing when you're playing a deck like this is not to get too sidetracked by what could happen and just play good Hearthstone. And when the memes present themselves, take them, but you know, don't be like, I can't coin ever until I have an Edwin. Like, none of these 1-drops get played until Edwin's here. So, because your mage is not drawing. Oof, the slow play. The slow play, baby. We like that here. Loving the Basilisk, blocking out the Water Ellie.
For me!
He didn't want a Firefly? He was setting up synergy. But he can't play the 5/5 that draws here anyway. Okay, so we can Fallen Sun here to save it, but kill one, heal, go face, make him ping again is also fine. My instinct was the Brewer, just bump. Because it feels if you save it, you go down this slippery slope where you're not really developing, and you're going really slow against the mage. which is usually not a good idea. That's a good basilisk, right? I mean, a decent basilisk. It took 4 power, it took 4 mana away from the opponent. Made him play awkward. If that's his turn, it took way more than 4 mana away. Yeah, way more than 4 mana. Which is nice. Looks like we'll Minstrel. I think I might just Hallucination here. You could also go for Vrygul and Dagger if you fear the Blizzard. The Blizzard is kinda nasty here. He might ping the Vrygul to set up a Flame Strike. Blizzard's not as bad here, right? We should probably take the draw turn. And next turn play this into Flame Strike. I think in this matchup we want Water Alley, and I might just play the Water Alley and draw later. I just want stuff on board. 5 mana Water Alley is still good for us there. Yeah, most people don't know that Fireball is better than Flame Strike for this meta. Most of them still just play Mage the way I used to play it. Autopiloting it. Ping the Water Alley is a little ominous here. Hmm. 2-4 into the 1-2. Shattered Sun the Bubblies. Vrygul makes for quite a annoying Flame Strike for him, right? The Bubblies lives, the Vrygul spawns a 2-2, and the Water Alley lives. So we're left with a 5-1, a 3-1, and a 2-2. And you get to push 8 damage in his face this turn. I could use Fallen Sun instead of Shattered Sun. If I want to just play a lesser minion and then have Shattered Sun for next turn. Okay. So I think we're going in here every time. And I think we're playing a Vrygul every time. But I think I like using the Fallen Sun here because we feel that the AoE is on the way. The ping on the Water Alley there, right? I don't know. Flame Strike has a higher win rate. Yeah, but I don't know, like... I don't really pay too much attention to the class rankings either on HS Replay, or at least I try to not... No, MCT. Like, the bump there is like... But I guess you could ping MCT, right? Nah, it's not MCT. Alright, good. So, I don't know, it feels like sometimes it's a little... It can throw you off. It can throw you off for sure. Shattered Minstrel could give us a really bad Blizzard. It might just be Hallucination Minstrel Dagger. Blizzard wasn't good for him there, and he didn't have Flame Strike. At 6-0, it should be fairly common. So I think I'm going to hold back on the Shattered for now. Steam Surger is not active, but I have Flame Elemental in my hand. So I think I'll pick it. Glyph is a rogue spell, which is less good. I just want bodies to push with.
There once was a man from
That's nice. That's very nice.
Choose soon.
So this is going in. This is going face. I think you're fine to dagger. Still a sheep on board, still a thing he needs to do. I have plays. I can go Threshodon Flame to set up this if I want to. It's fine. 1 mana, discover a body! Yeah, it's just what I want against Mage, right? That's why we picked Water Elemental. We just need to be able to play things to go face with. Hey, hey. So do we want to do that this turn? If so, how? It's not very great this turn. Edwin's 3 mana, so you'd have 5 mana left. You go duck, duck, duck. It's actually fairly good. It's still an 8/8 because we're starting to get a lot of mana. Part of me wants to just go Threshodon Flame though. It's the Wisp that's kind of throwing me off. I didn't look at the Wisp, so Edwin's still pretty good. But I think it's better to go with this one. Let's see. So you do go into MC Tech range, but you didn't have it earlier. You'd have a 2/3, a 3/2, a 1/1, and an 8/8. It's hard to argue with that, right? It's way better on board. I think I might buff the Wisp, although Blizzard was still a consideration, right? No, I'll take it slow. It's kind of weird. Feels better to do this. Because I'm still getting the Geyser and the Elemental from this to make a big Edwin later. Double Edwin? What the fuck? Yup. Double Edwin, baby. Edwin with the fungal lethal. Yeah, I know. There's certain arguments for it.
So many options.
Three, 4, 5. 4, 5.
So many options.
I think this shit's getting fungal every time. Unless you don't fungal this one. Fungal the Shattered.
Choose soon.
It's too late.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I think fungling the Thresh is still fine for the Blizzard.
Flames consume you.
Kaiser. Okay. I didn't end up playing an Elementa now, did I? Okay, it's fine.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Here we go.
Last 2 turns were super dodgy. Like the I think on the Thresh turn I should have probably just gone off. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's a Thresh turn. I should have probably just gone off there, but it's fine. We're looking okay. It's not so bad.
So many options.
So Divine Shield kills a 1/2. What does it prevent it from dying? Attack puts it in BGH range.
Too soon.
6. He's going down to 6, right? 7-6. I guess it might help us chunk through a taunt. Shield does nothing. Shield's plus 1 HP. So it's plus 1 HP or plus 3 damage. It's worth considering. Like if you go shield, the fireball still gets you. So that's why I didn't like it. BGH, never heard of that. This guy believes in the flame strike, alright. 1 extra health, just saying, guys. I'll take my sprint here. Hehehe. Got him. Hey, morning, Nana. Yeah, I think the threshold on turn I should have gone off with the Edwin. That was way more pressure. It's a fun experience. And Mage is definitely not an easy matchup. Alright. One of our boys is here. Unfortunately it's without the coin. But find a way. Maybe turn 4, just hallucination 4-4. We've made a 10-10, Neo. Just Neo.
What to do?
Morning, boy.
To do.
Ooh. Edwin's looking better. I don't think the hit matters because we're going into Basilisk. I might still hit it next turn depending on what we do. It's ya boy Penguin coming in to support Eddie. Feels good. Thinking about coining. Slow him down, my boy. Slow him down. He might have been thinking about coin missiles. That would be very unfortunate if he has missiles. Even against Mage, it's still a pretty annoying minion. Yeah, oh, perfect. Maybe a breath here? Right? Yeah. Could have been worse. Turn 9. Curio, Minstrel, GG, man. GG. It's probably the Tempest. But yeah, it's not a great pickup. But it's cheap, it's a combo activator, it gives you something to do. But yeah, Curio is pretty funny with your hand. But it's too slow. It's too clunky, I think. Because we're not going to draw on the same turn. Apprentice can deny a good turn for him. Yeah, it could. Top deck a Fireball. Okay. Geyser, trade ping. What? Yeah, if this deck plays against a really aggressive mage, it's so bad for us. Well, that pre-hit at the very start could have maybe done it. Yeah, this is just bullshit, right? Whenever they do this. Classic bullshit mage.
Here we go.
Mana Worm, one of the oldest ways to bullshit your opponent. Because it's so crazy, right? It's either a 1-3 and it's a dire mole, or it just fucking rips your face off. They've been okay, for sure. Oh, it's dead. We are too, but it's dead. Take another 5 from runes? Yes, please. Poggers.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Is Bullshit Mage a good deck archetype? One of the best, my man. Tried and tested. It just performed. Okay. We're just taking the Valspine here, I think. We can't take the damage.
It's time for a little
Yeah, counterspell is super likely. Good thing it's not really a sprinting kind of game. If we were out of steam, the counterspell would be really annoying. I mean, we're on 17. Maybe we're not dead. We'll see. Because this is like stage 1 of the boss fight, right? And you can definitely wipe on stage 1. But now it's stage 2. Dodge the fireballs and the pyro. Pretty nasty. Yuck. That's super yuck. We're probably just going downtown here. How much damage do they both have? 5. Yeah. Let's not go too fast, right? The other one is to trade dagger, 6 mana left. Fly Hatter. That's fine. But the aggro play is to go fungal, shatter this out of flame strike range, smork him. You'd push 6, 7, 11 phase. Yeah, I think it's the aggro line. But I want to recognize that there was a point where we could slow it down a bit here, right?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Turn the aggro a bit on him. Stage 2 is scary. What
to do?
But it's good that we're making him react to us now, right? He can't just sit there, formulate a plan to push phase. We just put lethal on the board, so he has to react. Like, he can always prevent lethal here, right? That's not the point. The fact is that he can't push phase. Okay. Primordial Drake, pretty insane as always. Business as usual. God, man. Do I need the mana bite this turn to be able to sprint next turn? I can do that regardless. Is it like play out and Hatter and pray? 2, 4, 8. Can dagger. 6, One hit on here and no hit on here will do. So I think this always happens. This always happens. Another question is play another one in Hatter or just Hatter? I think just Hatter. Unfortunately, he took a hat. We really needed that not to happen. So close, yeah. You could have played another one, right? Obviously now it looks way better to play the other one, but being able to kill it was pretty good. Gastropod, Gastropod. Okay. I played the 1-2 in the end because I didn't want to... I didn't want to damage. I was thinking about starting with Cold Blood. Because now I can dagger, right? It's okay, I think.
Choose soon.
Doesn't matter. I think it's better to Cold Blood first. Because you only need 2, right? You Cold Blood the Valspine. It gets countered. Then you draw. And then you're stuck with a mana bind in your hand over a Cold Blood. That's the main reason I didn't like it. But I think it's correct to do it that way. And it's cold.
Choose soon.
You're dead in 2 turns, so you have to go. You can play Thresh and play it safe, but you don't win. Not with that hand, not with how it's looking. I mean, you have a Basilisk, right? So the dagger charge and the extra damage might matter. I think it was a... First of all, this is a tough deck to play, and it was a tough game because our opponent had a good start. That doesn't take away that I made mistakes, but I need to get used to that, right? I think the real mistake was not cold-blooding first and then sprinting. The reason why I did it in the moment was because I valued the cold blood over the mana bind, but that had little impact. That didn't matter as much as freeing up 2 mana, because there was the option to draw into the betrayal, right? That's all good. Shit happens, guys. Moving on. The bet ends in 10 minutes. No, the bet ended quite a while ago. This looks like a hand where we can do some things. Snail Betrayal. He didn't have it next to the Prime Drake, so that was never gonna happen. Don't think this is an Edwin game.
I wonder.
You can coin Edwin as a 4/4 here, but I mean it's not an early Edwin game. You can draw your Wisp or your Snow Flipper and then combo it.
Choose soon.
I like the early Basilisk here. Messes with Tar Creeper, and Tar Creeper should be really popular in Shaman builds right now because of Earth and Thingamabob. 4/4. I think Basilisk does more. And then next turn we have the freedom of Shattered Sun, Vrygul, or Dagger Flame.
In the best shape of my life.
Could have gotten a dagger out there as well, but Vrygul seemed sensible. We have the 1 and 2 on the board for our daggering needs. Do you ever deactivate his loan? No.
What to do?
Because it's spell power. And it's easy to kill right now. Besides, it was turn 3 already. Loan on 4 is not so bad.
I wonder.
Could be a noob with a volcano deck. Could be an MC tech. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 11. 13. 15.
Choose soon.
I'll start to leave healing totem alive. I'll dodge the tech for 1 round here. Edwin will die to Volcano now, right? It's not Edwin.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
That helps.
Here we go.
It's a good storm for him. Oh, overload? Yeah. Doesn't matter. I don't want to Edwin here, no matter what.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
It was an MC tag, just yeah, I'm happy there's not a fucking 6/6 on the board. But yeah, it's true. The overload prevented the volcano there. Still, you're not guaranteed that you can outdevelop it the turn after with what he does. Alright. I think he probably has at least 1 hex, so we don't have to go too all in on it. But you can go off here if you want. Like you can go off so hard. It's not even that good because of the hex. And he passed so much, he has it, right?
Too soon.
Do you like to play with fire?
The elements will destroy you. The elements will destroy you.
The pleasure is mine.
I'm thinking of just going for the Edwin this round and the draw. But we'll figure it out after we draw.
Once was a man from Gilneas.
Too soon.
Is the Mad Hatter better? No.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
So we get 1 hex out of him here. Potentially we get a Hatter. We need to get a good Valspine. It's an acceptable Valspine. But then the problem becomes Volcano, so let's start counting again. No overload this time. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. With a fly and an Amani, you should be good. If you leave the if you leave the healing up. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 16. Good.
So many options.
Hatter is not something we can do now. Okay. We've already used our fungal, so positioning is not too relevant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Here we go.
Leave a 3-1 or a 5-1. Not volcano. That's a big boy. Still a good Valspine for us though. If the minstrel goes in, it's on 5. If the 1/1s go in, it's on 3. Weapon could go in. You don't really care to take the damage. So that's 6, 7, 8. Can buff the Valspine or the Amani to trade. Dagger poisons 3. Hatter 7. If we go Fallen Sun Cleric, we can squeeze the Hatter in at the end. We'll see. We might need to stagger our threats properly here. So put 3 in, we'll put 3 in. We'll put the dudes in. Goodbye, Penguin. Twitch chat made me do it.
Too soon.
We should probably take it one at a time, right? How about I buff this way this round?
Must cleanse the Sunwell.
Alright. See what he does. And then if he removes, you can Hatter. Okay. So, it's definitely no Volcano, definitely no Storm. We knew he didn't have a Storm, but he didn't top deck a Storm. With perfect hats, it's lethal, but you don't need to do that. Perfect hats is in nothing on his end. That's actually easier than it looks, I guess. 6 things on my end, 2 things on his end.
So many options.
That was a volcano. Yeah. We're not trading, so I guess I do just Hatter, see what gets hit.
You get hit, and you get hit.
Hey.
Who you want me kill?
To push forward. Immortality. Here we go.
Even though not much happened that game, that's a super tough game to navigate.
Valir versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Watch your...
We see a coin, we see an Eddy, we see a 1 mana card. Let's go. Hey Regal. What do you mean my deck is stupid? It's a cool deck, man. Stop making fun of my deck, okay? You gotta go off early for the maximum impact.
Ash to ash.
Okay.
3 mana 6/6 boys. Especially with the bubblies in the hand. Pretty good.
Out of my jungle.
As well. I'm so sure that this is happening. I'm just gonna do it first. Penguin, no! Where were you? We needed you. You were the chosen one. Alright, so we gotta set up for fungal now. We'll clear his board, that's fine. Amani, Redagger, and Penguin could be fine. Amani is a very nice fungal target. And the Penguin allows for a little flexibility there. You could also go Penguin Sun Cleric, but then you don't get your dagger. So I'm liking this one.
It's time for this.
And normally you wouldn't Penguin, but we've already played one Edwin. And the 1/1 might become a 3/3, so that's relevant.
Must consider.
Definitely want to hit Priest in the face. Oh. Next draw is Edwin. Yeah, but you're already kind of chewing him hard here anyway, so it's fine. Okay, so first question is it fungal? The Amani goes up to 4 power, so I can put my face into the light spawn first, then put the Amani in, then put the Penguin in, then put 6 face. If he Holy Novas, I'm left with a 6/3. That's not so great. We have Shroom Brewer here as well. I could put face into the 5/5, then Edwin in, then heal, then put the Amani into the 1/2, then Cold Blood the Penguin go face. If he Holy Novas, I keep the 4 power minion as well. I could also just Cold Blood the Penguin to kill the 5/5. And Shattered or something.
Choose soon.
Double Shattered.
So many.
No, not double Shattered. I think I like this most in the end.
Who you want me here?
Pretty complicated turn, even though it looked fairly easy. Maybe one face was fine. This makes the Holy Nova the worst for him, I think.
I should meet you.
Rot into my core.
Now the Fungalmancer hits him hard, I guess. Fungal allows us to push 8 face. Goes to 20. The board is clear. Probably developing Worgen, but we'll see.
Mushroom power!
Push forward. Here.
Who you want me here?
No. If he doesn't heal, it's lethal, but have we been in MC Tech range? I want to say no. Right? No.
Out of my jungle.
We still have the bubblies to heal. What's the max health on this guy right now?
Dingo.
6. Okay. Hallucination first seems okay, because I can still play both of these. See what's in there. Wow. That's not very good for me right now, is it? Cabal steal the Stonehill. Trade, push phase seems better. Even though that's a Death Knight. Don't like blowing up my own board here.
So many options. Let me change your mind.
Lapdogs, all of you.
We'll send our face, it might be too close. The first MC Tech turn, so let's see if he does it. Engaging TC 130. Oh, not a circle. That's nice. Yep. Just cheese them with the Edwin essentially. But from there we didn't give him any weak spots, right? We never gave him an amazing play.
Valir versus Rexa.
This guy's name is Job Done. Oh man, where's my coin? Where's my coin, baby? Come on. Against the Hunter, this is probably fine. It's a 3-mana 4/4 with a 1/1 for 3. That's, you know. A 4/4 that spawns a 1/1. That's like Razor Fan Hunter on steroids, right? That seems good enough. And hey, you never know. We might hit the penguin, you know? Ooh, okay. The memes are starting to become available. Keep Betrayal. No. Not with this deck, not with this hand. If you keep Betrayal, your hand gets super awkward. Not in a deck with this many ones, and no. Because you're holding Wisp for Edwin, so that's 2 cards you're not using early. I think you could have used the Cleric there to kill there. I think I was developing the Bubblies, but maybe that was wrong. But let's focus on this game, right? Because this happens a lot. We'll, regardless of, you know, what there, I think the Cabal was better for me. If you go Swamp Ooze and he bows you, you feel sad. If you dagger, it feels like you still go off next turn. The chance of a bow is somewhat high, but you still ooze here, I think. Disrespecting a hunter by daggering here feels bad. Where's Collins? Collins always comes on later, Hubris. First half of the day is solo runs and coaching runs, and sometimes just inviting other streamers to co-op. Ooh, okay. So next turn, we could go for Wisp, Hallucination, and Edwin. If this turn I go for Fallen Sun, Fire Elemental, Flame Elemental. I don't want to buff the Ooze with the Cleric because of Flanking Strike. I'm technically here, yeah. Colin's just like, shh, guys, he's focusing. So you get a 6/6 next round. That seems worth it for me. Not getting the dagger out here is a bit weird, but I think it's correct. Grievous Bite.
The sun has set for me.
You can't explosive shot me yet, so I'll respect the bite. I don't like buffing the ooze there. I don't think that makes sense. An 8/8 on turn 3. How am I getting an 8/8? Feels Houndmaster, man. Feels high main man. Oh, well, I did say it feels high master man. Did feel like a high master, didn't it, chat?
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Immortality.
Can Shady go 12 without Collins, though? Well, yesterday for my 2 warm-up runs I went 12, but, you know. Maybe not.
Lapdogs, all of you.
Immortality. Here we go.
Not a Houndmaster.
Valera versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
Watch your back.
Paladin, eh? The Amani is staying. The Vrygul might. Probably not. I think the deck... Well, I mean, Vrygul on 3 after Amani Dagger is a sure thing, right? That's reasonably good. It's a bit worse versus Pally because it's a 3-drop that can't kill dudes. But you have a Dagger. Dagger kills dudes just fine. What would I be looking for if I'm tossing this? An Edwin and a Wisp, an Edwin and Firefly. Not necessarily a Shadowblade or Perdition's Blade, because I want a Dagger on turn 2. No, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. It's good enough. I don't have that many 3s that I like. Basilisk be better, Shattered Sun might be better. Lone's probably worse, because I'm not getting the thing off. Okay. Alrighty, guys. Let's do this. My boy Amani. So good here.
It's time for a little blood.
I'm from Belgium, Stonevik. Or Stonevich. Really?
Reporting for duty.
A dude over the flame there. That makes things much easier for us.
Here we
Little lag there.
Who you want me to?
Little scary.
Reporting for duty.
Here we go.
Don't think you can hold it. One of those paladins, okay.
Here we go.
By the lights.
Ooh, if I'm not a rogue, I'm already dead. Other classes don't beat this kind of crap. We might not either. But I have a chance because I'm a rogue. And I have my dagger and I have Shadowblade and stuff. Thought you were British? No, I don't think I've had that before. I don't think I sound close to being British though. Man, this entire game is like him just going like, power, power, mother trucker. I'm just jamming power on the board. Champions Maul, Call to Arms, Firefly on 1. I thought you were North Korean. Crazy.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Not a Mad Hatter kind of game.
First kill.
The Rygo keep seems strong. Yeah, you know. There's many other cards that do very well against Firefly, Champion, Small, Call to Arms. My bad. Didn't see that one going. Now, you know, turning off the sarcasm. The Rygo keep is fine, because you're going to get bored with the original line. And Rygo on the board just means you can go coin your money into dagger into play something. That's what you're doing.
So many options.
Play Hatter. Easiest Hatter of your life here, Shady. Just take it, my man.
In the best shape of my life.
Here we go.
Rogan him. I was thinking about killing the little guys, but I think this is better. If he wants to trade, that's fine. That means we're not taking phase damage. At this point, if we win, which I doubt we will, this is a Tarim setup, right? Yeah, he pulled a Tarim and he's going off next turn. Not that that's guaranteed, but it's quite likely. Ah, so we'll Tarim for him. We'll show him. We might pull a concept, right? Yeah. So good. So good, so good. Not a concept, chat. Still a Tarim, am I right? What could go wrong?
Choose soon.
We could pick the Glass Knight and play it. I think I Tarim to turn his Tarim into a thing. Right.
Here we go. We must cleanse the sunlight.
Alright. Give me the bad news. Not giving you the bad news. Poggers. Poggers! Poggers!
Reporting for
Oi. Please. Please. Let me get there. Do I need to get down? Am I dead? Alright, so I kill the totem. I kill a dude. I tear him. 1, 2, 3 in the Tarim. He's got 3. I'm not dead. We're doing it, boys. We're doing it live. I could just Valspine as well, right? Is that enough? Probably not.
Here we go.
No, I need to go for the Tarim because that's taunt.
Choose soon.
Why not the noble? Because I can death knight next turn, right? And try to live. It's too late to adapt the Volcanosaur, but the higher percentage play is probably go Volcanosaur. Try to get Taunt on there, right? Wouldn't have mattered.
Well played. I give up.
So nothing wins there. Liam's whatever. It's a 5/5. You don't mind it in your deck too much.
Watch your back.
But it's not a necessity or anything like that. It's better than Malkazar, that's for sure. Because it doesn't mess up your draw early. There's no coaching sessions today, no. There will be coaching sessions tomorrow. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I have one in the morning every time. Full maul for him. Valspan. Yeah, Dano, it's super fickle. Like, I'm kind of getting it right now. But it's tough, man. It's tough to keep up.
We must cleanse the sun well.
We picked this over Igneous, right? When we had one Edwin? Yeah. If he plays a secret here, Mad Hatter's kind of nice. 2/6. Steam Surger. Amani Dagger could do. Let's take our time. Definitely not Hatter. Could go Hallucination here, see if you get something better than Edwin. I think we'll go for Amani Dagger.
Here we go.
And hope. Not a good start for us. We're not on the board, we're not pushing. We're playing exactly where the mage wants us right now. Hopefully we can shake things up with either an Edwin or a good steal. Molten on a big Edwin could change things. Cone of Cold's probably the sensible pick. Looks like we're gonna Minstrel this round. See what we hit. Cone of Cold could fix things next turn. Our opponent has 2 damage from the hand, so he'll throw 2 damage on the Minstrel and trade here. Maybe, right? If that's what he wants to do. But I think the Cone's probably the pick, yeah. We don't have the Minstrel here. I can play a 4/4. But I don't think that's going to get us there. Because next turn is weak again. I need to maybe find the 1-drop to activate my Valspine.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Okay, we found Wisp, which can help the Edwin.
Who you want me killed?
As we said earlier, it'll be a tough game. We're playing from behind in an unfavored matchup. We've beaten most mages so far though, because the deck is good and it can go real fast. It's probably the toughest matchup out there. Rogue versus mage. For Rogue, that is.
What to do?
Mage gets a lot easier if you have a lot of like cards like Nesting Rock. They're really annoying for mage. Spiteful Smith, Nesting Rock. Because they're too small to be happy about polymorphing and they're too big to flame strike. It's that little sweet spot that they don't really want to deal with.
An incredible discovery!
I probably need to Valspine if I want to stay alive, which is super sad.
So many options.
But I need the board. I can Cone of Cold, hit the 5-1, redagger, but that doesn't really improve my situation. Whereas if I go Wisp, Valspine, the 5-2, pass, I have a 3-4 that can deal with the 2-3. The opponent might play the Secrets, which makes the Volcanosaur weird. But we might go all in on the runes and pick Divine Shield. Yeah. This is a tough call to make because it requires some experience, but you don't want to make this. You don't want to make this play. But you're behind, so you don't get to say what you want and what you don't want. If that thing lives in its start chipping phase, it's already over. Got a tough road ahead. Let's see if we can recover. Yeah. It sucks, right? You'd love to hit that with your Valspine, but you're just not going to get there otherwise. Right, so we could Volcanosaur here. We could Cone and Edwin. We could play some Flies and Edwin. But we don't have anything to go with that.
So many.
I'm kind of leaning Volcanosaur. Next turn, Cone, Fly, Edwin, or Cone 4-drop. So we'll play the Volcanosaur, see what we get. If I bop, Divine Shield's annoying for him. Because Meteor is the beat, and Divine Shield blocks the Meteor. Stealth would also block it, but I need to be greedy right now, I'm too far behind. Bop. I'll go with the health or the taunt. I think the health here. This is a little greedy, but I have the cone. Tough decisions. If I didn't have the cone, I think I'd pick the taunt. But I know I can lock it up next turn if I need to. Got the ping out of him. It's good. Doesn't have the mana to Meteor, right? That's why the shield's really nice. You can pick Stealth, but then he doesn't have to spend 2 mana. So in that regard, when you're behind, you don't get to play it super safe. You need to take risks. The safe lines when you're behind won't get you to win. Honestly, for what could have happened, this is super fine. Okay. We're very likely to double trade the Ogre. This might be an Edwin turn. Double Fly. It's not the greatest Edwin ever, but you might just have to take it. Fly into runes is scary. But I don't have a great card to play into runes. Because I want the dagger for the 2-1 here. Yep. Let's go from there. Yep, as expected. That hurts. Do we ever go for Cone Edwin phase? Does that get us there? 20, 6, 9. It doesn't get us there. It's too early. I think the Hatter this turn feels better. Because Edwin's a 6/6, right? This gets you... Oh man, no. I was gonna say this gets you our guy out of Flame Strike range, but 2 hats went here. Okay. If it's Flame Strike, it sucks, but no. Oh my god, yeah, I should just Edwin. That's silly. Oh well, I don't think we win the game regardless, but now it's over for sure. Yeah, never change your play on the rope. I always say that. I knew it could happen, right? That one hat only goes on the Volcanosaur. Why not Brewer heal it? The Brewer was necessary for the face. I should have just played the Edwin. That's fine. Yeah.
Too soon. Here we go.
We just trade and we play the Edwin, and it's all good. And then you can still heal the Edwin post Flame Strike if you want to. Right. I think we played well up to that turn. That turn was pretty bad. Had a couple turns in this run where I'm not happy about, but as I said earlier, it's a tough deck to play. I still like the header just after the 1-2. Yeah, you runes to check and then you header, of course. Yeah. No, the entire game was pretty bad by me. That to Pyro, but might not be able to bargain with that. I could draw Fungal here. Might matter.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Or not. Not that to Fireball, that's what matters.
Too soon.
Maybe we have a chance if the Edwin comes down in the Flame Strike turn. You have a 6-2, you heal it. It's okay. Should I play Cone? No, it's too safe. It's too safe right now.
I wonder.
First of all, like, I'm also just like focusing on my game, so I'm not seeing chat, or at least not as much as I would normally do. I'm not saying that I'm playing well. I think I'm saying the opposite, right? I definitely screwed up into the Flame Strike turn. But a lot of the suggestions are too safe, as in you don't win. I don't care about surviving. I need to win. There's no reward for living an extra 2 turns and then inevitably dying anyway. Because you can Cone and say, hey, I'm not dead to Pyro. Or you could put your stuff on the board, develop pressure, next turn Cone, and actually go for the win. Right? So that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to go for the win here. So he doesn't have a Pyro. Might not have a Fireball. So if the Eddy goes face, we don't have repeated damage. Cone puts his Stegodon to 5. Double trade your little guys, push 9. Develop 5 power. 9, 11, 14. There's a chance. Okay.
So many options.
Ta-da!
you soon.
I don't need any of you.
All of you.
Here we go.
This doesn't take away that we played poorly earlier. But we're trying to find a way to win now, right?
I will purify the fallen.
If we find 2 damage, we beat him through Vape. So, assuming that it is Vape or Barrier, we'll lead with the 2-2 and maybe start trading. Okay. He didn't have Pyro. He might not have Fireball. The 2-4 isn't trading anywhere, so Phase.
For me.
Phase goes Phase.
Here we go.
If we trade the Bone Drake, Thresh Dagger, he trades one in, he trades a 2-4. Giving him the dragon's a little scary, but I do think you trade the Bone Drake. The rest has such inferior stats.
Catch you soon.
I'd be surprised if he has Fireball, just because he played so defensive earlier. Good game overall, though. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold it too much against me that I misplayed. It's been a challenging run to pilot. Fun deck though, super fun deck. I can recommend it. Next time you get to draft 2 Edwins, a Wisp and a Penguin, go for it. The Thresh tanking at all is such a champ here. Wow. My boy.
Time runs out on me.
Oh, more secrets. Of course. The Brewer hasn't hit yet, right? Okay. The Brewer kills a 2-2 here? No. Okay, so not like Vape or whatever. Well, maybe Vape. You don't know. Okay, let's count. If I Cold Blood the Thresh 7, 8 now, he's on 16. He goes to 8. He kills my Thresh. It's not all that. But he can't ping the Acolyte and go there. The opponent has 7, 8, 9 total damage available. I don't think I Cold Blood. Because he can get rid of it anyway and I can recuperate the damage next turn. It's actually more damage next turn.
Catch you soon. Here we go.
He might, out of habit, ping the Acolyte here for a draw. And then realize he can't kill the Thresh. It's an option. And I'm not saying that's always wrong to ping the Acolyte, because you get 2 draws. If he has good spells in there, he might have to take it. Yeah, really nice game, right? Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's why it's such a shame I misplayed so hard into the Flame Strike turn. Because we were doing so well up till then. Okay. So it looks like the Acolyte will just farm 1/1s now. That's pretty good for him. The Fungal Monster draw gets us there. Unless that's counter. Wow. One off? One off. This always happens every time. Not Bender. Whew. So this goes here. This goes here.
We go.
He currently has 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. So we're dead to Fireball, Fungal. We're always dead to Fireball. This trade is bad for an ooze, but I think overall it's better. Because you're dead to Fungal, right? He's a little too happy.
I bring Hello.
It's a shame he ruins it with the BM at the end, right? It was a good game. It's a shame he has to BM there. Wow. If this is the draw instead of poison, we win. Oof. Nasty. I should have won this game. The way how close it was at the end, I should have won. If we have something that survives into Flame Strike. I think I recovered really well, but there's not much to do here.
Well played. Here we go. Well played.
And now the well played is coming out. If you guys enjoyed that, please do hit the follow button. It's very much appreciated. Hey Collins, good morning, my man.
Can't hear you yet.
Good to know.
Eventually I'll plug my headphones in.